Hello, I'm Village President Frank DeSimone, and welcome to Spotlight at Bensenville. In this episode, we'll be talking with our guests, John Izuski, Public Works, Streets, and Forestry Supervisor, Frank Palumbo, Forestry Crew Leader, and Jason Ackerlund, Horticultural and Landscape Designer, about Bensenville's Forestry Division, Tree City USA, and Redmond Arboretum. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
We'll be here, sir.
Can each of you tell us a little bit about yourselves and your role with the Village of Forestry? Go ahead, John.
Well, I'm currently the supervisor for Forestry and Streets. I started with the village in 1997 in the Forestry Department, and it's been a growing process ever since. Very proud to be in that division. Been involved with the Emerald Ash Borer Management and Mitigation project, the reforestation, and kind of just grew into the supervisor role.
I'm Jason Ackerlund. I'm the horticulturalist and landscape designer for the village, also a certified arborist here. I've been with the village now for 3 years. Before that, I managed a retail garden center for 12 years. I've got a degree in ornamental horticulture and landscape design and a license in pesticide applicator license.
I'm Frank Palumbo. I've been with the village for just over 11 years now. I am certified arborist as well as a municipal specialist, and I'm basically the go-to for everything trees in Bensenville.
What are the responsibilities of the Bensenville Forestry Division?
The division has a wide range of responsibilities to help maintain the vitality of our urban forest. We have over 6,000 trees in town with proper pruning, identification, removing of hazardous trees and limbs, and we plant 120 new trees each year. We also maintain over 100 landscapes bed with the help of Jason here. And of course, we run our monthly brush pickup routine, and that goes out on the first Monday of each month, April through November.
So some residents have expressed concern about the loss of the trees due to all the construction. Can you explain Bensenville's comprehensive forestry management program?
Yeah, I can take that. With any construction and rebeautification project, there's pros and cons. We value all of our trees in town. We will be replacing and adding to our tree population as soon as the construction is done. It also gives us the opportunity to add to the tree diversity in town. The town center area is mostly made up of honey locust. 11% of our tree population in town is honey locust, and that's over our 10% threshold. After the construction, we'll have several new trees, new varieties, different colors, shapes, sizes, all to be planted in the town center area. Our newly developed comprehensive urban forestry management plan was designed to manage, preserve, and protect the village's urban forest through pruning, planting, removal, construction, accidents, vandalism, and natural disasters. This document can be found on the village's codes underneath the village's website, and it lays out a roadmap on responsible and sustainability with any living asset in town. So,
what is the significance of us being a Tree City USA?
Tree City USA is a designation offered by the National Arbor Day Foundation. It basically says that we have met the standards set forth by the state forester, such as maintaining a forestry program and department, being invested and committed to that program, showing public ordinances, and having an overall awareness and appreciation for the trees in town. This year, we received our 28th consecutive year under this designation, and it's something we're very proud of.
I walking around town, is it safe to say that every tree we have to remove, we have 2-to-1 ratio of putting them back in? Is it pretty close to that?
We like to try, yes.
Yeah. And with the arboretum that we're doing too is going to definitely get us well above the 2-to-1?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I've been talking to people, and they're saying you're tearing down trees and you're putting in sidewalks, but what they don't understand is we're replacing those trees that we're tearing down.
Yeah, might not be in that same spot, but elsewhere in town, we're...
Perfect. Tell us a little bit about our newly designated arboretum at Redmond Park.
The village has recently been inquiring about an arboretum through the ArbNet Arboretum group. They currently have arboretums all over the country, and we would like to get one of each of the varieties of tree around town in the arboretum around the walking path of Redmond. Currently, we have 107 of those species out of our 178. The end goal is to have one-on-one to educate and showcase the public our trees around town and in the parks, as well as educating residents just about trees in general and how they benefit our day-to-day life.
Can you explain Bensenville's commitment to urban forestry diversity and what that means to our residents?
Yeah, so tree diversity is very important. Just look what happened over the last decade or so with all the ash trees and the emerald ash borer. Here in Bensenville, we've lost just about 1,200 trees that pretty much lined all the residential parkways. By having diversity in the tree population, it greatly diminishes the harsh impacts of cost, loss of aesthetics, the numerous health benefits of trees when an insect or disease comes along and they have to all be removed. So right now, like we were talking about, we've got over 6,000 trees that we manage in town. We've got 50 different genuses, 178 species. Silver maples, honey locusts, and Norway maples, those 3 trees make up a third of our population. So part of our new management plan is to only allow up to 10% of any tree species in town to help mitigate that issue. So that's a very important aspect of tree diversity.
We're extremely committed to diversity. I mean, after what's went on with the devastation, not just in Bensenville, but throughout the entire region and actually the world, somebody's got to really take notice to that.
How can residents find out more about the Bensenville Public Works Forestry Division?
You can go on the village's website under our newly renovated forestry page. There's a lot of great info on that. The Facebook page, or just call us at Public Works and we can answer any question needed.
Your phone number?
That is, what is that,
630-350-3435.
Right there.
3435. You guys got a few minutes to hang out with us for more? For a little more
Absolutely.
questions?
Absolutely.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Spotlight on Bensenville.
The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is conveniently located in the Redmond Recreational Complex in Bensenville. The Water's Edge is home of Fenton High School and Wahoo swim teams, featuring an indoor 8-lane lap pool and diving well. The Aquatic Center is available for private functions and parties. Learn to swim, stay in shape, or enjoy recreational swimming year-round at the Water's Edge Aquatic Center.
The Bensenville Community Library, serving a community of readers. Whether you're old or young, a lover of words, music, or computers, the library has something for you. Check out our new Kindles, toddler jams, story and movie nights, or a variety of other activities offered. For more information, call us at 630-766-4642 or check out our schedule on the web at benlib.org. The Bensenville Community Library, celebrating 50 years of library service. Staying connected is important, and at the Village of Bensenville, it has never been easier to keep up to date with what's happening around town. Whether on your phone, desktop, or tablet, the Village of Bensenville website is your go-to community resource, so you'll stay connected at home, in the office, or on the go. Join us on social media. Visit the Bensenville homepage and click on the Facebook icon. This will take you to the Bensenville Facebook fan page. Once there, click the like button and add us to your newsfeed. To follow us on Twitter, visit the Bensenville homepage and click on the Twitter icon. This will take you to the Bensenville Twitter page. Once there, click the follow button and add us to your Twitter feed and receive regular community updates. For email and cell phone notifications, click on the Notify Me button. This will take you to the Notify Me dashboard. Add your email address and/or cell phone number at the top of the page. Then select which service you would like to receive updates from. Click on the envelope icon for email alerts and on the phone icon for phone alerts. You can choose one, the other, or both. Tune into our public access cable shows and board meetings. Choose a current program from the Multimedia tab down on the homepage. Bensenville Community Television is also web streamed 24 hours a day. To pay your Bensenville utility bill online, just click on the Online Payments button, then follow the instructions provided on our secure payment site. If you have any problems, concerns, or questions to tell the Village, please visit the Report a Concern Center. Through the YourGov application, you can explain your issue and track its progress from submission to completion. Issues submitted through YourGov are forwarded directly to the responsible department. Staying connected is important, and at the Village of Bensenville, it has never been easier to keep up to date with what's happening around town. On your phone, desktop, or tablet, the Village of Bensenville website is your go-to community resource, so you'll stay connected wherever you are.
Hello, I'm Village President Frank Diesel, and welcome back to Spotlight in Bensenville. In this episode, we are talking with our guests, John Izuski, who is our Public Works, Streets, and Forestry Supervisor, Frank Palumbo, who is our Forestry Crew Leader, and Jason Ackerlund, who is our Horticulturalist Landscape Designer, about Bensenville's Forestry Division, Tree City USA, and our new Redmond Arboretum. Welcome back to the show, guys.
Thank you.
So I noticed some trees around town have a blue dot spray painted on them. What does that mean?
The blue dot is an identification marker for our contractor to come in for this upcoming pruning cycle.
Okay. When does the pruning cycle begin, and what can residents expect from the process?
Our pruning cycle actually begins in the summer when we inspect every tree that is going to be pruned, whether it's contractor or in-house. This allows us to maintain an accurate inventory, as well as to see things that might not be seen in the dormant season, and to remove any trees that should be removed and not just pruned. The pruning itself can begin as weather permits as early as mid-December, but more likely in January. And residents will see pruning from south of the train tracks to north of Jefferson, east of Route 83, and west of York Road. This area has roughly 1,500 trees, pretty much split down the middle between contractors pruning trees that are 16 inches in diameter and above, and we will be pruning trees below 16 inches in diameter. Pruning will involve removing of hazardous limbs or branches, as well as any deadwood, and an overall crown thinning to allow for new and healthier growth to occur, while eliminating any potential future hazards. Residents can expect to see dramatic change in some smaller trees. This is to allow for a growth pattern to establish. And please keep in mind that we are professionals, we know what we're doing, so if we take a limb you don't think, it'll look better in the end run.
The reason we prune in the fall and winter is it's less stressful on the tree. They don't have to utilize all their resources and energy drought season wise, and also the bugs and pests, invasive pests are either dormant or dead, so there's no chance of them infiltrating your tree. So,
what is the process for the removal of the hazardous or dead village trees in the parkway?
Well, once a tree is deemed hazardous or in decline or dead, we will rate it on a priority level. Immediate, it still can be hardy and last a little while. But once we determine when it needs to be removed, it will be removed at that time. And the village staff will set up shop in the street. Depending on the tree, they can expect it to take 1 to 4 hours, depending on the challenges. And we ask that residents to please do not walk past any work zones, whether that's through cones or trucks or any other flagging. And they will observe from a safe space. We see a lot of residents that are interested, but to not approach us until we deem it safe.
I know we do sections, right, of town, pruning sections
Yes,
every year.
the pruning cycle.
What cycle are we on now?
So we are in Area 3, where there's it's a 4-year cycle, so each area is pruned every 4 years.
I think you mentioned this before, but how many new trees do we plant yearly?
So I've got that. So in 2017, we did 163 new trees in town. 2018, because we started the Arboretum, we had quite a bit more. We had 318.
Okay.
This year, so far, we've got 190. So they've been planted in parkways, parks, the Arboretum. The new trees in reforesting the village definitely helps with so many benefits: air quality, water retention, aesthetics, and value of the homes. So.
Jason, I know as our village horticulturalist, you got to be excited about the planter boxes we're doing downtown after we renovate downtown area in the streetscape project. What are the bed design plans for those?
So with the addition of all the new beds in the town center, it's definitely given me the opportunity to help beautify the town, especially the town center with the village hall, music in the park, and all. We did last year 22 new planters on Main Street and North Addison Street. The next year we will be installing and designing the 12 new ones on Green Street, South Center, and South Addison.
Okay.
So it'll have the similar look and feel to the ones on Main Street now. A tree in it, some shrubs, perennials, give you a 4-season color, interest, and all. So it will look like the ones on Main Street now, but it'll have a different feel.
The village has a really good brush pickup program. Can you tell us a little bit about that program?
Yeah, it's an 8-month program. Runs from April to November. The first Monday of each month, we collect brush and branch piles from single-family residents in town. Piles can be neatly placed on the parkway, beginning the Friday beforehand and up until 7 a.m. the Monday of pickup. We make a pass-through town, single pass-through each area. No branches larger than 8 inches in diameter. And please don't bundle them with wire or rope. It gets clogged up in our chipper and can do some damage. So, also, though, a secondary benefit of the brush collection in town is all the chippings we generate. We recycle it into a mulch that we use around town for our use of mulching all the flower beds and trees. We also make it free to residents to be picked up at our Public Works facility.
Where can the resident find more information about the Bensenville Public Works Forestry Division?
Residents can go to the village website under the Forestry Division's page, and we encourage residents with questions, comments, or concerns to call us directly at Public Works.
Guys, thanks for making our town the way it is. It's beautiful, and I'm excited about downtown. I know the planter boxes that we did last year are beautiful, and I know it's going to be twice as nice to be fully complete. Mm-hmm. Great job once again. Come back with any more information you got for us. We'd love to have you back on the show. Have a good day, guys. Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Spotlight on Bensenville. We'll see you next time.